Welcome back to me playing the original 1996 Tomb Raider across 3 different systems. The Sega Saturn, the PlayStation version, and the newer sort of 2023 or 2024, I'm not sure which year it was, remaster of the game. Today I am playing St. Francis Folly, the first level from the Greek section of the game, on the remaster version. And for me this is actually really good because the remaster really showed like the gap between what could be done back then and what could be done now, especially in terms of lighting and such, in the Greek levels especially. So this is a good place to go from. Let's get into this. Right, St. Francis Folly, let's go. Okay, so once again, what I'm going to do actually, while I chat about this a little bit, let's jump up on this side here. Shoot the lions with the glowing eyes. And it is true, you actually do get male and female ones. I noticed, like ones with manes, ones without. There's the other one. So yeah, you'll notice that, like, if you know the original game at all, like, you know, you've got this like sandy texture and stuff, and yeah, it just looks completely different. One thing I will say about this level is it has some of the most awkward secrets in it. Oh yeah, like nice little skylight. I mean, if I quickly show you, that's just not there in the PlayStation version. And it's just like these little details that really, like the crack in the ceiling up there, really bring this game to like a whole other level. Okay, let's see if I can get this right first time. One of them opens like a door down on the floor level, that one, and the other one we're going to want, basically, I haven't explained this well, have I? You can push the block onto these omega symbols, and from there, like they both do different things. So if I push it onto that one, it won't do anything, but it will prime a switch in the room I just opened to open another door. Also, the sound effects I've noticed, very subtle change, just like the little additions of reverb and such to create that sense of space. It makes it much more in line with sort of Tomb Raider 3 onwards. But yeah, this level is known for having some really annoying secrets. And I am going to try and get all the secrets, and I never get this one first time. If I get this first time, it will be very fluky. How does this go? Try this. Definitely not. Definitely not. Nope. Okay, I probably want to be all the way to the left. There we go. Okay. All the way to the left. That was the trick. Once you get to there, it's easier. And I said on the first level that there's only one secret I could think of that had an enemy in it. Actually, I'm pretty sure this one also has a bat. No, it doesn't. Why do I think that? Can't remember. There is a danger element to this now, which is this tile here. That is just instant death if you stay on that for too long. So let's get out of here. And with that, we got our first secret of the level, which is definitely probably the most annoying, but it's not the only annoying secret in this level. Right, back we go. And it is some quite tall pillars, so trying to remember which ones you need a standing jump for, which ones you want a running jump for. Yeah, so you could just easily do a running jump and then fall right off the edge of that. Let's go and get the switch in this room. Actually, before that, I just said we need to prime the switch to open up the other door. Oh, and I'm going to want to get on that pillar, aren't I? Yeah, so I should have pushed it to this switch, this tile first, which as you see does nothing, and then pulled it back to this tile. In the earlier levels of this game, the Peruvian levels that I've played so far, all of those levels can be done in like 20 minutes if you know what you're doing. Jumping over that tile to make my life a bit easier. There we go. Make my life a bit easier by going over that tile. Basically, if you tread on that tile, it closes the door behind you, and you have to pull a switch up there to open it, and it releases another chimp. And we don't want that. They're already a pain in the ass as it is. Oh, you know what, though? I hear a chimp. Come on. Got a lock on you now. Come at me. There we go. I got this wrong way around. Sorry, we pull this switch. I was right about what the switches do, but the wrong way around. Yeah, we want to pull this switch to open the door behind us. And we actually want to pull the switch up here. What? Am I? Wait, sorry. Am I just forgetting everything? Right, that's for this door. Okay. And here we have our first encounter with Monsieur Pierre Dupont. And my God, is this guy annoying or what? He will show up now for the next 5 or so levels. And what we want him to do is kind of run off. And when you lose a lock on him, that means he's just disappeared. You can't kill him. He just keeps showing up, takes shots at you, drains your health. Yep, that door's open. Okay, usually it shows the door opening. But I think because of my mismanagement of the sequence, it just didn't do that. Jump up here. Grab this medipack. Pause that there. Okay. So, back again. As I was saying, all the previous levels could be done in like 20 minutes. Going forward, these levels get a lot longer. And so, while I could stand around and explain things quite a lot, I think, for the sake of at least some brevity, I'm just going to go through the level in a way that just makes sense. And here we come to it's a part of the level that you have to do anyway, but it's also one of the most annoying secrets. So I'm actually going to save it quickly here. So the way I thought I had to do this secret all my life, up until very recently when it got pointed out to me, I think from, who was it? It wasn't Axemania, it wasn't Gilo. I think it may have been Icor. Is that you can just hang off the bottom of this ramp, pull yourself up, let yourself drop back down, and then hit the jump button when you land. And the way I thought to do this for a long time was that you had to just really carefully time it so that you jump sort of one tile earlier from the bottom and land on the next ramp. You'll see what I mean. I'm going to do it the easy way that I've just learned recently and hope that this works. And if not, then I'll be doing this the hard way. So I think it's you pull up, you let yourself drop, and you hit jump, and you should land like that. And this is one of the most awkward secrets, and it's literally for, I think, some shotgun shells. That's it. Pain in the ass, just for that. Oh wait, nope. Small medipack too. What I'm gonna do, I could drop down there, which is where I want to end up ultimately, but in order to get the next secret a bit easier, I'm gonna go back out this way. Oh, right, didn't want to go backwards there and waste some time in the water. Be nice if I can get some shots on this crocodile while I'm up here. I love the effect of the blood splatters in the water. Again, that's a new thing. If I take my hand off the view button. Yeah, okay. That's just not going to be easy to get through this little hole. And again, just like the last level, it's one secret on top of the other. It's through there, through the ceiling, above me. And that one is literally just some shotgun shells. Okay. Back in the water we go. Try and avoid the crocodile. Okay. Go and pull this switch. And that's going to make a big dramatic effect with no sound effect, apparently. Where are you? Just sitting there. I will say about the crocodiles is you do get a few of them in this game. They have next to no health compared to like some of the other things. It's about the same as the bears, really. The lions and the gorillas, much sturdier. And then we come to this, which I always love. It's basically one of the most vertically designed levels in the original Tomb Raider. It's one of two strong vertically designed levels. The other one being the penultimate level. And it's very cool. And basically there are a couple ways I can go about getting down it from here. And neither of them are particularly easy. In fact, I'm not even going to do that one. That's a sort of quick way of getting down, but it does take a lot of your health, and I don't think I've got an appropriate amount of health to do it, and I'm certainly not going to use a medipack for it. God, this level does give me a bit of vertigo now, especially when I'm not so used to the controllers. I'm happy that I'm playing this on this version rather than the Sega Saturn one, because as you can see from previous videos, I'm not at all familiar with the Sega Saturn controls. Thor. But I would rather be playing this on the PlayStation version, if I'm being real. How are we going to do this? Okay. So the idea of this level, very simple. It's like another spoken hub type level. Where, like the last one, where each... Oh, God. Seeing inside Lara's face. Where each of the doors... Like, so you got this main hub area, and then everything coming off it is a puzzle. And it's a bit more of a puzzle than the last level. And the idea being that you go through each of the puzzles, you collect 4 keys, and then you use all 4 keys to open up the next level. Very simple idea on paper. Bit tricky when practice. Right. I'm standing on this tile because this is another secret. Oh God, I went too far. I feel like I've messed that up. I didn't. I did lose a lot of health doing it, but I got it. Okay, so that's one of the trickier secrets to get in like the early part of the game, I will say. I don't think there are many secrets in Tomb Raider 1 that are quite so devious and that they require you to lose that much health. But yeah, with that, I think we've got like, I don't know, all but one secret in this level. And you just go up the central pillar or down the central pillar or whatever. From the central pillar, you get these 4 switches. They lead to 4 rooms. 3 of them named after Greek gods, which makes sense considering where we are. And then 1 random one being Thor. I don't know. They couldn't have done it like... Well, I guess it does make sense with Thor himself, but like... I don't know. A lot of bats around here. Bats are usually something from the first couple of levels, and they don't really do a lot. But I think because of the nature of this level being like you can die from... Oh wait, actually, I want to be on that level. Being that you can die from big drops, I think it is just meant to spook you into falling off stuff. Not going to do it that way. I don't remember if you can actually make it from there. So let's go over here. God, so many bats. Seeing that I'm filming, I have a lot of lights on in here. That is going to make a bit of a difference for seeing my way around some of the darker parts of this game. On the PlayStation version, that's not going to matter too much at all, but they really decided to play with the atmosphere and with that the shadows and stuff with the remaster version. And then there's the Saturn version, which generally just has a lot of darkness anyway. The PlayStation is definitely going to be the one that's going to be the easiest to see in. Oh, Thor, yes, we're here already. Okay, let's go for it. Okay. Yeah, this room is a lot darker. Oh, wait. Didn't do that one quite right. And that's basically it. You go through the lightning room with the time to run music playing. And you stand on Thor's hammer zone thing area. And it comes down and brings down 2 pushable blocks with it. This is the only room of the 4 that is both a danger on the way in and on the way out. I guess you could count Neptune as being another one, but yeah. Right, okay. Apparently we're doing it this way. Oh, it's not quite the full version. The full version has like more measures after that. Yeah. I did a cover of that song as part of DLC 2 quite a few years back, and the production is really nasty on it, but that's because I knew very little about what I was doing. Turned out alright considering, and it was all entirely live recorded as well. That right there, one of the biggest jumps in the game, and definitely one that you can just fall and die from. Nice picture of Thor, complete with like the winged helmet. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, some of these bigger jumps and some of these more like how can I put it, like more fiddly areas, I would much rather be doing on PlayStation. Okay, let's do it. Okay, we've got past it. No problems whatsoever. After you come out of each room, at least 3 of them, I think, they introduce enemies at the ground level. 2 of them introduce a lion, and 1 of them introduces a lion each, and 1 of them introduces Pierre. So yeah, this level will just continuously throw Pierre at you, and it's every bit as annoying as it sounds, especially as he'll start shooting you from the ground. Yep, there he is. I was correct. So that's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a little thing to deal with. More bats. Luckily, they do just take 1 shot each. That's not helpful. I want to be able to see what's straight in front of me. Okay, I guess that is straight in front of me. That's above me, isn't it? It's a really awkward bat. It's right above me. Goodness me. Right, let's pull this switch, opening the last door. I believe that's all 4 doors open now. Yep, damn it, please. Goodness me. I don't want to see Lara's dental work and back of eyeballs. But apparently I'm gonna. Goodness me. Okay. Let's go and do Atlas, and then we'll do Neptune. And that's the easy way of doing that. Now this one, there are 2 ways to do it. And I'm going to do it the coward's way. You can either run past the boulder, even try and jump over the boulder, and just climb straight up. You can run for the gap and climb straight up. Or you can do it the way I'm going to do it. Like that. Nice and easy. That opens up the a pressure plate and lands on the pressure plate and opens up that door again. But we're actually here for the key. Not just to get back out of here. Again, sometimes I will go for the, you know, the way with a bit more of a badge of pride. But not with anything other than the PlayStation version. At least not how I'm currently feeling about the controls anyway. Right, next we're doing Neptune. I am kind of doing these rooms, I will say, probably in order of difficulty. From the most difficult to the least. Neptune's not particularly difficult. It's just a very big swim. Literally just a very big swim with a choir playing. And we swim down, and luckily we do get a bit of a current that helps us. And then you just go up here, pull an underwater switch. That opens up a room with a key in it. And then we just need to get out of it. And I feel like I've done that quite efficiently. Yeah, nice. What helps is in Tomb Raider 1 originally, so the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation version, they wouldn't have that twisty movement under the water, and you'd have to literally manually turn around underwater. Nice sky there. Again, not something, just a flat ceiling you get on the original. But yeah, that little twisty motion really does help a lot. I bet I get shot at, even from here. Like, he's got some bloody range on his guns. Right, down we go. Carefully. We should be able to go down just a central pillar, I believe. Can we? Yeah, look at that, we can. There. Right. Let's see if we can take out Pierre and the lions from up here. Oh yeah, that's Pierre. And as soon as lava starts shooting again, just randomly, hold on. There we go. Got a lock on Pierre again. Yeah, as soon as lava starts shooting again randomly, then we'll know that Pierre is no longer with us. Oh wait, no, she's shooting at the lion. I guess what happened is Pierre may have disappeared and then she locked onto a lion. There's still another lion going around. Not for long. And he's gone into the secret. Okay, I think that's everyone taken care of. And if so, that should be all the enemies for this level so far. Now, Damocles is a room that is a danger on the way out only. The opposite of Atlas, in that regard. And you just go in here. And a rare instance of one of the rooms, I think, being lighter than the PlayStation version is this one. And up here, a couple of items to grab. And I think with all the distractions and the camera changes, I think we're nearly out of here. Should have all 4 keys now. Oh yeah, Atlas, Thor, Damocles, and Neptune, randomly. Okay, and again, there's 2 ways you can do this. I can leg it and hope for the best. I've seen a lot of people do that with good odds and varying success. But the way I do it, again, playing it safely and surely, is to just walk. When I walk forwards, I only take 1 step at a time. That generally gives lava a bit of reaction time, or rather me a bit of reaction time. Can I get through this? Right, then we'll go this way. I love the details on the pillars. these swords, which are about twice the height of lava as well, or just a bit less than twice the height of lava. Yeah, they probably would kill her, or at least take a hell of a lot of health off her. If they were to land. And basically you can kind of see them. You see where they are. And they spin. They don't spin quite so fast when you come into the room the first time. Okay. I feel like that's probably it. But just in case. Okay, fuck it. Let's go. Okay, and I think there shouldn't be a Pierre. And there certainly shouldn't be any lions. Okay. If that's the case, I'm just going to drop down and get out of here. Just in case. No Pierre. No. Okay. Let's grab this and get out of here. Okay, Neptune. Is that right? Yeah, it is. So the next level is also, it's called the Colosseum. And when I was a kid, I genuinely used to think, I didn't realize this was Greece, actually. People said it was Greece, but I didn't see it as Greece because I always saw these animals as being like, you know, gladiator animals, you know, from like the Roman Colosseum. And the next level is literally the Colosseum. I didn't know about Meteora and stuff, so I didn't get that sense of context. But I used to think that, like, what was happening was that you were transported over like literal countries between the levels. I was an idiot. Okay, 4 out of 4 secrets. It feels like it's more than that, but yeah. 19 out of 19 pickups. I do like how on the remaster version you do get all this additional information. But yeah, that is this level done, and next time I'll be moving on to the Colosseum. Right, let's find out what we're doing the next level. It's gonna be back on the remastered version. Okay, so we're doing the first 2 Greek levels on the remastered version. Let's see if we actually get any of the Greek levels on an older console. Please join me for that game next time. The Colosseum is actually quite a special level. Nice sort of big environment, so I'm really looking forward to getting into it again. With the skybox that it has, it just really takes it up a level. So yeah, quite an exciting one to get into. And then after that will be Palace Midas, easily one of the most challenging in terms of combat in the game. But feel free to tell me how you thought I did and what your thoughts are on this level, on the different versions of this game so far, and feel free to like the video. And until next time, have a good one.